Hello YouTube, don't mind the mess you see over there. It's like our spare bedroom, so it's kind of just a mess, and we're getting ready to move to Texas here shortly. Don't mind my hair as well. I took a shower and I didn't put anything in it, so this is what you get. And guess what? I don't care. So this video, I wanted to recap our Harmony of the Seas cruise vlog that we just released to you guys. I mainly wanted to talk to you guys about the pros and cons of those of you who are going on the ship soon, those of you who are thinking about going on the ship, because as you guys know, besides Symphony of the Seas, which just took over this last year, Harmony of the Seas was the biggest cruise ship in the world until Symphony of the Seas came and took over. Harmony of the Seas is gigantic. If you watch my vlogs, you can see the comparison between our Harmony of the Seas cruise ship and Carnival's cruise ships. It's, oh my God, it's massive. So that's what kind of drew us to the ship. It's the biggest, it's the best, it's, you know, everybody was having wonderful experiences on the ship, except nobody really told us good things about the ship and bad things about the ship. So that's what I'm going to explain to you guys today, what I believe are the pros and cons of being on a bigger cruise ship. So number one, it's good and bad. It's a big ship. Big ship means more people. So yes, the fact that it was big was fantastic because there's more to do, more to see. It's very nice. And a little more comforting than a smaller ship. But the con of it being so big is the fact that there's so many people aboard the ship. And after probably about day 4 or 5, I start getting really irritated with other people on the ship. Now, I don't say anything to other people on the ship. I don't, get an attitude with anybody, but some people on the ship have no manners, have no common decency, have no common sense, have no regard for anybody else. And sometimes that just rubs me the wrong way, because you're trying to enjoy your vacation and someone over here is just bumping into you and touching you and pushing you, and you're like, oh my God, touch me again, we're gonna have a problem. So we did deal with some weird situations. So that is why I say it is a good thing and a bad thing. I don't like all those people. Now, a pro, we're just gonna go back and forth. A pro is all the activities that the ship has. There's just so many things to do. There's mini golf, zip lining, there's the surf thing, the flow rider. There's a sports section where you can play soccer, basketball, whatever you want to do. There's all kinds of shows and entertainment to go to as well. Now, a con is the layout of the ship. Oh my goodness, that was so hard navigating the ship because I don't like to walk on the pathway of the staterooms from one end to the other, because it's a very small area. You have other people walking through, you have housekeeping carts, I don't like doing that. But the fact that the middle of the ship on decks 5, I think 6, no, just 6, I think 7 and 8, they're all like, the whole middle section is taken out and they've put in other things in the middle. The problem that sucks with these other things being in the middle is it gets extremely crowded, and when they're having a show or a parade in the middle of that deck and your room is on the other side of the ship, well, you can't just walk through the middle. You have to go down a floor, cut across, go back up 2 floors, and then walk to your room. Same thing if you were on like the boardwalk side and you needed to get to the other side. Sometimes you were not able to walk through. So it was like, I gotta go down, or I gotta go up, I gotta go all the way across. Oh shoot, the solarium's up here, but you can only get there from the other side of the ship. So then you have to walk all the way back to the other side of the ship. The layout was it was just a little annoying. Like, I wouldn't say it was bad. It was just annoying because you don't quite have the hang of the ship. And then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, time to go to the room, change for dinner. And you're like, wait, we're on the wrong side of the ship. Oh, and you try to walk through the promenade and you get halfway through and then you realize there's a show and you can't make it all the way through. So you have to walk all the way back, go all the way down, go all the way across. It was just mainly annoying for me. Another pro was the adult-only solarium. Although not everybody listened to the rules. You were not allowed in there unless you were an adult. 18 years or older, I believe. There's some pools that say adult pool, but says 16 and over is allowed. I believe the solarium was 18 and older, and that's it. People still brought their kids into the hot tub, and I was like, looking at the sign like, it's right there. It says no kids, you know. So that sucked that sometimes because you're thinking, oh, adults only, I can get away from these freaking kids. No, there's still kids in there. Another pro was your drink package actually includes so much. I personally do not think a drink package is worth purchasing. If you book your cruise during those times where they have those offers where you can get the drink package for free and you want the drink package, take advantage of that. Do not pay for it. I think it is outrageously priced unless you drink a lot of soda and a lot of alcohol. I would say unless you're going to drink at least, 8 to 10 sodas and 10 alcoholic beverages a day, you're not going to get your money's worth. However, we didn't know that Harmony of the Seas also, I don't know about the other ships that have the spa with the juice bar, but from what I learned on Harmony of the Seas, Johnny Rockets milkshakes are included in your drink package as well. Same with the little juice bar protein shake area in the spa. So if me and my husband would have known that it included the spa's protein shakes as well, it might have been worth it just because then we could have just gone there, gotten a protein shake, and those were about $8 to $10 depending on all the add-ins that we put in the shake. So, you know, with all the, we don't really drink soda and we only drink like 1 to 2 drinks a night. So it still may not have been worth it. But for some of you who go to the gym and want a protein shake, but you also drink alcohol and you also drink milkshakes and you also drink soda, then it might be worth it for you. However, from what I am understanding, it does not include Starbucks because it's Starbucks, you know. Another con, smoking. So when we were on the Norwegian cruise ship, I liked the fact that they had a designated area for smokers and it was in an enclosed area. The only time you smelled that is when you were walking past that enclosed area or somebody opened the door or you were in the casino. I want to say they were allowed to smoke in the casino. On this Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas, they had a smoking area right next to the pool. And that, I think, was the worst placement for that because everybody's gathered around trying to have fun watching this show and you have 40 to 50 people smoking cigarettes right next to you. That was horrible. And maybe they're thinking, oh, you know, it's on an upper deck, the smoke's gonna go out and nobody's really gonna have to deal with it. No, that's not the case. Even when we went upstairs to the little balcony level above them, you could still smell it. And walking by that was horrendous. That was probably the biggest con for me. Like, I did not like that at all. Another pro is the Bionic bar. I love the Bionic bar because me and my husband don't drink a lot, so we usually don't know what to order. The Bionic bar has ratings next to each drink. You click it for more information. It tells you exactly what's in it. It has reviews from other people who have been on the ship and tried that drink as well. So it's a little easier to go to the Bionic bar and figure out what you want to drink if you don't know really what to order. Now, if you know what you want, then just go straight up to the normal bar and be like, yo, I want a Jack and Coke or whatever it is. But if you're somebody who is like me, who likes the fruity drinks, and I don't want to sit there at the bar and be like, so what's a fruity drink you can give me, but it doesn't have cranberry and doesn't have this because I don't like it and doesn't, you know, it's easier for me to just sit at the Bionic bar and pick which ones I want based on the ingredients that are inside. So I love the Bionic bar. Now we're going to get into some cons. Announcements and information can be kind of scarce. Just because there was a few times where we had thought something was going on in one area, but they moved it to a different area. But then like they didn't announce that, hey, the thing you guys all signed up for was here. It is now over here. They didn't announce that. And we weren't the only ones who still went to the old location. So that part kind of sucks. And when you have a very, very specific question, sometimes it is difficult to get the answer that you are looking for from somebody on the ship. Sometimes you'll have better luck asking another guest, or what I do is all the questions I have before the ship, I actually call the ship's customer service and ask the questions before I even get on the ship. Now, one more pro. They do let you bring up to 12 16-ounce cans per stateroom. So me and my husband, instead of packing all the pre-workout or buying Red Bull on the ship because that's all they have, and I think Red Bull is disgusting, we were able to bring Monsters and Rockstars on the ship, but only 12 per stateroom, not per person. So we split it 6 and 6, which was about 1 a day. So really that we didn't need any more than that anyways. Norwegian Cruise Line does not let you do that. So that was fantastic that Royal Caribbean let us do that. If you're on decks, I'd say 3 to deck 7 in an inside room or even a balcony, whatever their layout is. There may be nights that you have trouble sleeping because the Royal Theater, it was on the same side that we were on and it was 1 deck below us. We could hear the movies that were playing or the shows that were going on. However, we were so tired that it really didn't bother us. I was just laying there kind of like, what in the world is that noise? Well, it turned out they were watching Jurassic World in the Royal Theater, literally right below us. But as far as hearing people outside in the stateroom, really the only thing I hear is if, kids are running back and forth through the hallway, if people are talking in the hallway, or the footsteps of the person above me. Other than that, you don't hear anything else. The drinks are a bit pricey. That's another con for me, just because since me and my husband don't drink a lot, it is still cheaper for us to purchase the drinks, even though they were like $15 a drink. But the fact that me and my husband drank like 2 to 3 drinks a day, and we had soda, I think just here and there, I think only like twice. We had a milkshake, we had protein drinks, but we also bought stuff aboard the ship. We spent less than $700. And the drink package, I want to say per person, was almost $1,000. For us, that is just, we would have wasted our money, or we would have had to drink like 30 sodas a day. Because if you think about, the soda is only like $3 or something like that, and a drink is like 15. But in order to get your money's worth, you're gonna have to be drinking a lot of soda and a lot of alcohol, and we don't do that, even though it's vacation. So I just thought I'd let you guys know what my pros and cons were. My biggest pet peeve, I think, that I have on the cruise ship, I'll just share with you. It's actually kind of no matter where I go. But for some reason on the cruise ship, people have a habit of pushing the elevator buttons multiple times. I'm like looking at them like, please stop. You're gonna drive me insane. Because they'll like push the down button and then somebody else will come and push the down button. And you know the light lights up, you know, the thing that you push lights up, letting you know somebody already pushed the down button. And then like 3 more people come and they watch each other push the down button and they push it again. And then we all get in the elevator and people are like, oh, can you do floor 10 or whatever? And then somebody else is like, yeah, floor 10. And then we get to like floor 8, right? And floor 10 is lit up. But then somebody will get on the elevator on floor 8 and push floor 10. And I'm like, it's already going to 10. You know, like, I don't know why, but that drives me nuts on the cruise ship. Like, just relax. What are you in a hurry for? You guys are over here stressing me out, pushing all these dang buttons on the elevator. Like, just let it go to its area. I also don't like when you clearly see that the elevator is full, but you shove your way in there anyways. I don't know if Royal Caribbean has it, but Norwegian actually did have a alarm that would go off when the weight limit had exceeded what the elevator was allowed to have. And it did go off once when I was on Norwegian, and I kind of sucked because it's like these 2 guys walked on and immediately it started beeping. And then as soon as they backed off, it was fine. So, I mean, that was a good indicator of, hey, the elevator is too full. Do not squeeze yourself in here. But, you know, I just do my best to be patient and relax because we're on a cruise and we're here to enjoy our time, not get upset at people pushing the elevator button 100 times when it takes 10 seconds to get to their floor, maybe even less. So yeah, you know, overall it was an amazing experience. I do feel like me and my husband would probably be good in like the middle area for ship size, like not too small, but we probably won't be constantly going on the largest ones. Except for in October, we are going on a sister ship of Harmony of the Seas, so we'll be relatively the same, but there are differences. So when we go on that one in October, I will let you guys know the differences between Harmony of the Seas and the ship we will be going on, just so you guys can kind of get a feel, because even though they are sister ships, there are differences between the ships. Relatively the same layout, but different shows, different dining, all sorts of different things. So if you guys have any more questions regarding the ship or the excursions or the shows or how any of this stuff works, go ahead and drop a comment and me or my husband will answer. Most likely it will be me, but if he sees it, he will answer as well. Literally any question you have, I will answer it for you. And if I don't know the answer, I can always find it for you. Whatever questions you guys have, don't forget to like if you like this video. Don't forget to share it for somebody who may find these tips or these pros and cons to be helpful when choosing their cruise. Don't forget to subscribe so that way you don't miss further future videos from me or my husband. We do all sorts of videos, but especially so you don't miss the vlogs in October if you enjoyed this vlog and found it very useful. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for those future videos.